everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just doing a quick project share and give you some ideas on how to make this yourself or make it your own if you don't have a Cricut or electronic cutting machine. So I did use my Cricut to create these two little valentines today. I have made several valentines in the past where I don't use an electronic die cutting machine at all, but for these I thought these were really cute and I wanted to make these in particular, but also give you some ideas on how to make them if you do not have one. So for this one, this is really cute. It had 6 different critters, and I just really like the owl. My son's favorite animal is an owl, so I thought this one was very suiting. This will obviously not be for him. My 4-year-old will be handing these out for Valentine's Day at nursery at church. So first things first, if you don't have a die cutting machine, how can you make this yourself? So if you just have dies that are a basic shape, circles, rectangles, maybe they do have a fancy scalloped edge like this, postage edge dies, I know those are very popular right now, use that. And stamp a critter on there of any kind, and then I really am a sucker for punny sentiments. Stamp a sentiment on there, or a happy Valentine's Day, or just a to and from, because if you're handing it out at Valentine's, they're going to know, like, hey, this is a Valentine's gift. So maybe you just put a to and a from on there and call it good. And then you can cut you can use a die or a punch to punch in holes for your crayons. And I got these for like a box of 24 of them for like $3 at Dollar General. And I just put 2 of them in there and called it good. You don't even have to put 2 if you were making these for like a classroom gift. And you had lots of kids, you could just buy 1 box of crayons and put 1 crayon in there. They're not going to care. They're just going to be excited that they got something. One of the reasons why I like to do things like this, like a pencil or a crayon or a glow stick or something like that that's not food. A lot of kids have allergies, and we're not fanatical, but we are kind of particular on what we give our kids, like food-wise, treat-wise. We try to avoid several things, and so this is a way that you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about allergies or sensitivities of any kind. So that's how you can make that yourself. Just stamp it out, die cut it out, punch in holes, or you can even use scissors or a self-healing mat and use an X-Acto knife to cut in little slits so you could insert your crayon. So there's option 1. This one's also very fun. And this one you could do several ways. Also, I'm sorry, I know you can hear my chair very squeaky, but this is where we're at in life. It's groaning under the pressure of holding me up here. Anyway, this one, I did a print and cut with Cricut. And so it has 2 slits for the pencil, but because my pencils were mechanical pencils and had the little clip, I just slipped it through the first one. I was kind of careful because that slit is kind of close to this outer edge here, and I didn't really want to tear it all the way through, so I was trying to be very careful. But the picture on the cut file actually showed like a number 2 pencil through here, but I know holiday seasons, they usually have like decorative number 2 pencils. So you could absolutely use one of those. I just wanted to do a mechanical pencil because I kind of figure my son probably will hand these out. So anyway, so ways that you could do this yourself. If you don't have a printer, so my printer has already like downloaded files on there. So if you wanted to, you could just go ahead and print out lined paper onto cardstock. Cut that into a square. Your child or yourself could write in whatever you wanted it to say. And then you could add, again, use scissors or an X-Acto knife to cut in a slit for your pencil to slip through. There it is. And be good there. Also, if you didn't have a printer that had the capability to print off, lined paper, you could just get lined paper from the store. You could adhere it to like a heavyweight cardstock. It could be colored. It could be from, it doesn't have to be expensive at all. You can get it at Walmart, and I've even seen it like we have Brookshire's and Kroger and that kind of stuff around here. Just get any kind of cardstock that you have and adhere it on there. I would recommend using a spray adhesive just because your lined paper, notebook paper, is pretty thin, and you wouldn't want it to necessarily bubble. That would probably look kind of gross. And so I would use like a spray adhesive and adhere those two together, your lined paper to your cardstock that you got. And then once again, you could write it in. That's an option. The other option is if you have access to more crafty supplies, you could, I know that there are stamps and there are stencils that will give you lined paper. I have some of them in my stash. You could stamp that out and then stamp in your sentiments. And again, use a die or scissors or an X-Acto knife to cut in your slits for your pencil. So those are just some options on how you could make this your own if you don't have access to an electronic cutting machine like I do. Those are just some options and ways to give something that isn't like food. Although I do have some in mind that are like chocolates. And I will give those out probably to people at church, but those are some non-food ones and options for you to accomplish this without an electronic die cutting machine like a Cricut or a Silhouette. So I hope you felt inspired. I hope this gave you some ideas. If you have any questions on what I said or want me to clarify something, just drop that in the comment section below and I will try to get back with you and answer that better than this version. Yeah, so thank you for spending time with me and we'll catch you next time. Bye.